I guess this will be a little bit more of a vlog than my previous videos. I have the late night melancholy that I think a lot of people get right now. I'm feeling it's 3 a.m. and I'm feeling kind of despondent, and when you feel this way, you kind of search for reasons why, obviously. Um, and a common culprit is modern technology. We spend a lot more of our lives interacting with technologies and spending our time in houses, and never not seeing the sun as often, and living in conditions which we weren't evolved for, or not for, but you know what I mean. We weren't evolved in an environment like the one we were living in. So, um, so in the past, maybe conditions like this wouldn't have been good for us. We wouldn't be able to survive without seeing the sun for a long time, because that would mean weren't outside, and we weren't living near food or whatever. If we were living in a dark area far north, there wouldn't be a lot of food around. So maybe you um, but that's some evolutionary psychology speculation, I guess, um, which is a topic I want to address sometime. I was pretty convinced by it for a while, but um, I don't know. My girlfriend is a psychology major, and she's been kind of debating me about evolutionary psychology and one specific thing that Steven Pinker claims, which is that parenting really doesn't affect personality and intellect all that much, if at all. And he has some evidence for that, but she also has some other evidence that she's learned in her psychology classes that she's been informing me about. So I'm a little, I might change my mind on that topic, but going back to the purpose of this video. So I've heard several, you know, diagnoses for why we're so modern life seems to be less vibrant than we want it to. I mean, it's less. I'm not very. I should have scripted this video, but when I script videos, I become a robot, and I I'm make very boring videos, and this is probably boring as well, but hopefully a little less boring. Um, and I always get annoyed when I come across these like 10-minute rambling videos. Maybe I shouldn't post this, but um, so I've heard several kind of diagnoses for why there tends to be more ennui, or just um, people tend to be more despondent, or um, alienated, or there's a handful of words that we always use to describe this feeling. And it might be modern life. I do spend probably too much time on the computer. It is sort of an addiction. You can spend out you could spend your entire life going through the internet and learning all types of things and watching all kinds of videos, and you'd never run out of content. There are hours and hours of YouTube videos uploaded every minute or every second, or I don't remember the statistic, but you would literally never run out of content. And so that might be one of the reasons I feel this way. Um, some people think it's because we are lacking God, or we're not as religious as we used to be, so we don't have that spiritual connection. But I think that a materialist or naturalist spirituality is possible. I'm not saying I'm a naturalist necessarily, but um, I think it's a definite possibility. I like Buddhism, not the not the bad metaphysics that come along with it sometimes, but I think that that's a possible route for spiritual satisfaction. And we are just primates. I mean, it wouldn't be surprising if it was just the fact that we've been spending all this time inside, and we don't when we go outside, we aren't in nature. We're in a very domesticated form of nature. We see grass, which has been carefully designed and squared off, and um, it's not. It doesn't have the organic beauty that literally organic beauty that can come with that encountering wilderness in its truest form. Um, that's pretty rare to encounter that. It might be. I mean, I've heard, of course, the absurdists and others think it's because the world is inherently meaningless, and um, we have to struggle out some kind of figure out some kind of meaning or something to drive us despite the meaninglessness of the universe. And I agree that there's no objective value, um, but maybe maybe the absurdists discount um, the possibilities for subjectively valuing your own life and others' lives. They might. I mean, I think that's part of the idea, at least behind existentialism, is that you create your own meaning and you have to do it despite the meaninglessness of the universe. Um, well, I'm not going anywhere, so I'm just going to stop this video. I'm not sure if I'll even publish it, but thanks for watching if I do.